Today we are going to show you how aerosols work. An aerosol is a pressurized container that contains a material that is able to be released as a fine spray, typically by means of a propellant gas. Many household common items use aerosols. These include body sprays, perfumes, shaving creams, and many kinds of cleaners.
There are many different types of propellants used inside aerosols. The two most common are propane and butane. Propane is a hydrocarbon that contains 3 carbon molecules and 8 hydrogen molecules. Butane is also a hydrocarbon that contains 4 carbon molecules and 10 hydrogen molecules. When the propellant is added under extremely high pressure, around 1000 psi, normally under atmospheric conditions, propane and butane are a gas, but at this extremely high pressure, the propellant is a liquid.
For aerosols that contain solvent-based product, like spray paint, the propellant mixes with the product inside the can to form a single phase. When the valve is opened, the propellant and product mixture is forced up the dip tube and out the can. This is because of the pressure difference between the high pressure inside of the can and the lower pressure in the atmosphere.
For aerosol cans that contain water-based products like glass cleaner, the propellant does not mix with the product inside the can and instead forms 2 phases with the propellant on top of the water-based product. When the valve is opened, the propellant pushes down on the product and the product is forced up the dip tube and up the can.
Regulations require aerosol cans to be tested up to a temperature of 130 degrees Fahrenheit. This is accomplished by running the cans in a hot water bath.
One of the companies that make aerosol cans includes Sherwin-Williams. We interviewed a quality manager here. His name is Jonathan D'Addario, and he gave us some of the information used in this presentation. The plant you see here is located in Holland, Michigan. He informed us about what can happen to the can if it gets overpressurized, meaning that the can filled with more pressure than it can hold.
Here are examples of what can happen when the can gets overpressurized. The first one we are going to show you is a controlled aerosol explosion. This is an example of what can happen in a paint plant or store if people are not careful.
A paint factory bursts into flames in Australia, exploding spectacularly in a suburb of Western Sydney. A building containing 20,000 litres of chemicals, paint thinner and resin. This employee had a lucky escape.
Split second. Within 5 minutes it was full of flame there.
50 workers in neighbouring buildings also had to be evacuated.
Basically we came out the back and there was huge black big smoke and explosions, big fireballs.
Along with many living nearby in Mount Druitt.
It was all black, it was everywhere and there was flames and oh my god, it was scary.
It took 16 fire crews using high-powered hoses and cherry pickers to bring the blaze under control. Air quality tests were carried out before local residents were allowed to return home.
This is all.
Homa, 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 homa.
That is all we have for you today. We hope you are informed about the different kinds of aerosols and the dangers behind them.